Well, hey everyone, it's HeapCVA. Welcome back to a project Highrise. What number is this? I think this is number 3 in the series. I haven't called it a episode. I'm trying not to use that word any more than I have to. It's just the 3rd video in a series of maybe more than 3 videos, you know? So here we are with our little building. If you were to check it out, it's 7 stories, which is not a very tall building. I had built some stuff at the top. I'm trying to get my timer to work. Like I said, it's a $1.29 timer, and you got to be gentle with it. So weird. Anywho, so here we are at a certain point, and we are just starting to place some of the medium offices. We're going to have to deal with width to add more restaurants and more stores, because we need both, and get to the next level, which is getting some good things done. So while we're just sitting here, let's go ahead and add some construction up here, which will be our our 3 stories of the medium offices, and then split between that and everything else. So I'm gonna add these little beauties before I forget. Someday we'll actually use that water side, just not yet. Well, we have actually with the doctor's office. So let's crank it up. Gotta go to fast, get these guys off the rear end, get them away from their newspaper and their hot coffee, and get them up here and build us some stuff. So we had that there. Let's see what we got for the next group up. So we had medical offices. We now can get creative and technical. We still don't have those guys. They still need greater variety of restaurants, etc., which is why we need the width. Same with these guys pretty much. But no, we didn't even get those guys yet. Still looking for restaurants. So I guess we're building medical offices. We can handle that. It's not the end of the world. They will need power and likely phones. We didn't run phones for them yet. We might as well. Because the higher up you go, the more stuff they want anyway. I know for a fact that the dentist is going to want water. Will the other guy? I don't know. So I guess we'll wait and find out. They're already unpacking. So he did need water. See? You should just do it and get it over with. And then you don't have to come back through later. So that gets them going. They seem to be happy. I haven't really lost anybody, which is kind of nice. So we're down to pretty skinny here. And I keep stopping it, and I apologize if that seems to be a pain. But to me, it's better than slowing down and speeding up. So we're into the cafes now. So I'm going to do a bakery on that side. I don't know what is over here. That's coffee and lunch. We'll see how they do. We got a lot of coffee up here. We may find out that one of those is not going to like the other guy. So we are getting a little bit of traffic. We got 81 people coming in the building. That's good stuff. And it looks like we just got the small 2-bedroom apartment. Now, are we going to build those yet? No. No, I like to see us get some business going before I do anything else. See, somebody's already bailed because it was just too much. And I get it. Can't function without electrical. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I wasn't paying attention. I missed it by 1/16 of an inch. He acts like he needs that, so no problem. Maybe he won't move out. I'll leave him alone for right now. We have the ability to go up to the next level, so we might as well. I'm going to stop for a second. I know I stop a lot. I apologize. But almost 1.5. So if we did 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, and came in here, and 1, 2, 3, would we have enough? We do. Now I got to build it out, but so let's get him to go ahead and build it out, and it's going to add a little bit of width to my building. I'm okay with that. It's not going to break the bank. They do move rather slow, but we need to get some restaurants going, or these people are never going to talk to you. So we'll get them going, hurried up. So far so good as far as all of the services underneath. We're doing well financially. I'm not complaining about that. What are you doing? All right. Time out just long enough to paint that out. And let's have a look at what we got for, oh, I only did it on the one side. I actually got to move further on the other side. But this will get us started. You got fast food restaurants, you got a diner. I'm looking for somebody that will do, there's dinner. So it's just, what do you want for dinner? They do breakfast and lunch. These guys do breakfast and lunch. And the salad hot bars do lunch only. Pizza places, blah, blah, blah. Let's do that. Let's blow this out. I think they already have, they don't have water yet. I'm going to go ahead and run it. I don't know that they need it. They may want this. So I'm just going to run it. I'm just trying to head off the, they'll probably want a phone and I didn't ask. So I have no problem building this up and out. You'll see why here shortly. And so far no complaints. Now unfortunately it's in the middle of the night, so you can see we have the consultant is already offering us a new construction office. I'll take that, thank you very much. Why is this? Oh, the new construction, dude. So we have one more worker. That's right. I'm sorry. A big deal. Is it going to get us the medium-sized offices? I don't know. Let's find out. Look. They need commercial printing services and an office supply store. Legal, so we're still waiting on them. Financial, still waiting on them. But I think, I got to go back and look at that. I've already forgotten it. For these guys here, they want office supplies and commercial printing. We can do that. So, commercial printing, right? No, not enough space. So we got to build the space. Boom. Might as well do this now. We will be starting to really add. When we start doing some more stores, I need some space. You're already seeing one of those things down here. That is the unit report for that storeroom. All of a sudden, you're going to see stacks of them. It's just the way it works. Looks we're getting some buzz, which is cool. Let's see what we got. So let's go for ad placements again. It's an easy, simple way to deal with it. So we got buzz going. That's cool. You know, like I said, buzz is part of the thing that drives people into the building. It drives me crazy. So we're going to go back here. These guys need the office supplies and the commercial printing. So commercial printing is right here. And we need, why can I never remember that? Office supplies, which is no biggie. I'll go ahead and put that up here. We could have done that earlier. All right, my guys will get that started, and as soon as they punch that out, we can go ahead and get our first one of these going. We do need to drag the lines now because they will just run, literally run out of the building if they don't see their stuff even before they show up. Did I not? What? Why can I not click that? Because I've already done it. Never mind. Don't pay any attention to me. At least the elevator that's on fire is up higher. So this doesn't move. I know some people move faster. I like seeing infrastructure in and things working well before I add to it. And it may sound like BS, but it's my story and I'm sticking with it. I thought I saw power there. Apparently I did not. All right, they're happy. Things are moving on. See? And that's delightful. So now we can add another office here. We'll get another creative person in because you want these design and drafting firms in as soon as possible, because as you go to the next size up office, you need the things that they represent. So we jumped up way over our expenses, well over 2,000 for the day. That's putting us right ahead right away. I'm pretty happy with that. And everything's looking good. And so now the next thing that we're going to have to do is create this width over here so that we can do that. And notice that our next size store is coming up, which is another critical thing to generating some revenue. So let me stop for a minute. I need to, that's 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that for right now. I don't know what the width of the second store is. We have plenty of each, but it'd be another 5. So it's not like we don't have the money to do it. That gives us some on both sides. I'll get started on that. In the interim, let's go ahead and put the last of the doctors in here. We should have DDS, MD, stop. They got electrical. They even have phones. They do not have water. And I'm not going to fool with it. Just get it done now. Okay, that gets them going. We'll finish this off. That gets that done. I haven't really decorated yet. I can, but I'm not going to quite yet. And I don't have a reason. All right. Hang on. They need water. We must be out of water. So let's send that away, and let's go ahead and grow the water connection by 1. That'll help us with that. Just gets them out of our hair. All right, looking good. So let's talk about putting level 2 store right here and seeing what we can get going. Now they need an electrical line, but that's it. So if we put them in and I drag electrical over to them like that, we should see some good stuff going on. Look at the buzz in that one restaurant. And that's why I want to throw a restaurant in when we get a chance. Now that's too close, to be honest with you. So we're still okay on space. What I want to do here is I'll go ahead and put a small store in. We got newspaper, this. These seem to do pretty good. And let's make sure the power's running to them. And I'll make sure phone is going because I don't know that they need it, but why risk it, huh? And get them going. And we should see some positive results from that. So as this thing builds up, we're getting a little of a backup on that. We have one group of maintenance guys. They took care of it. I think I'm going to sneeze, so I'm going to hold my nose. Hopefully I won't. Nope, too late. Sorry. Little dust in the air today. It's, you know, another day that we didn't have to run the air conditioner. Any day that you don't run the air conditioner is a good day. Trust me. Okay. Now, let's see, number 1, how we're doing on this. We may have already finished that. We did. So we finished that. I don't want any of that. Better is looking for computers, lack of diversity in food offerings. Already took care of that. So that's one apparently we haven't finished yet. So we got 4 small stores anyway. No biggie. So let's go ahead and find out who else is in these spaces here as we bounce these around. Let's see if we can get some legal. Still waiting on medium restaurants. Financial offices. Still waiting. That's not helping. But we got a whole bunch of these guys. So, okay, fine. So what? They're all the same. Like I said, nobody checks the other guy. So I'm not going to worry about it. There's that. There's phones. I don't think they need water. So we'll let them go. We got some fireworks for something. Okay, profoundly profitable. Got 5,000 for that. We made 13,000 in cash flow, almost 14,000 in cash flow yesterday. Now we're in the easy mode, and I'm just throwing money out and reeling it back in. But how can you beat it? So as we move up here, what I call this, and we haven't gotten to the point where we're ready for this yet, is a floor that's not going to have any construction. So when I start going up here, and I'm going to elevator's going, and this bump, and this, and I'm not worried about trash because trash is going to go in this corridor somewhere for these guys. It doesn't have to be even all the way up and down the building, near as I can tell. So we'll get these guys working on that, because I'm going to show you what I do with this middle section here. And it should help us move to the next level, if you know what I mean. I don't even know what store I put in there. Furnishings. I didn't have to put that there. I don't know where the smell's coming from, really. They're in a high traffic area. I don't know what you're complaining about. But they do complain. So it is what it is. So now we got a medium-sized store available here. So if we alternate them, we should be able to drop something in. They need an empty bay. No biggie. I think we can do that. That comes out of here. Storerooms. And I'm just going to go 2, 3, 4. I'll leave enough room for big water and gas over there. So they'll knock that out pretty quick. And clean this up. And this is going to get us going there. See, it's already open, which is nice. I can stop, put that clothing store in. All they need is electricity. Apparently we can do that. That's our middle name, right? And boom. We should see somebody move in. And things should start to work. And that gives us a space for medium-sized restaurants. And if we get enough of these in this little space I'm going to build here, and then we'll get the next size up restaurants, is where you really start to see the bigger offices take off. And that's what I really want. So we'll get some shoes and some clothing going, so the people in the building look the best they can. And let's see, I don't think we have the offices yet. So if I look at legal, they're still looking for restaurants and restaurants that serve dinner. So we can do that. We just gotta get it going. So now go up here. And we talked about that. Let's do a diner. That's just breakfast and lunch, breakfast and lunch. That is just not what fast food, I guess, is. And it's either Taco Mountain or Taco Mountain. I hate the thought of putting a hamburger stand in. So, but it serves dinner. So let's get it going. I'll see what kind of electrical lines it needs. And we'll see what happens. Keep your fingers crossed. So it needs water. We can do that. Oops, I'm on the wrong floor, you dummy. You can't erase them either. I've blown things up trying to erase them, so I just didn't even worry about it. So there's another medium restaurant. And again, you can go back and see how close are we getting. Look at that. We got legal offices coming in. What about finance? We got them both. That is cool. So let's do legal, financial, legal, financial. Got telly? No. Let's drop telephone into them so they don't complain. And I don't think they need anything else, but we'll get ready just in case. So that gets them moved in, and we're at 16,000 a day now. And we spend a little money. You got to spend a little to make a little. You've heard that saying a million times in your life. I know you have. So let's open this up. So they all say they need power. Are we out? Utilities. We have, it says we have available. So what else are they looking for? This area is too noisy, really? Did I not drag power that way? I apparently did not. I don't know what they could be talking about that's noisy. We'll see if they stay. I don't know what else you can do. I put a floor between them and the doctor's offices. I don't know why they would snivel over that. We really need him to stay. So they seem to be hanging in there. We got to get through the day and see how we're doing. So what I'm going to do is pop this in here. We're going to go here, and the best thing we can do is this because it's the only other thing that serves dinner. And it should help us start generating that next size that we need. And we'll do that. We'll probably need another one of these shortly. That's okay. So I got us our mediums in. That's what I cared about most. And then we'll have to go a little wider still to accumulate. See, we got the retail desert out of the way. Took another one down. We're at 29 here, which gives us the opportunity to add more here. Like I said, I like the operations. So optimizing maintenance makes everybody work 50% faster, clunk. And that's going to help us downstream. So we got lots of buzz going on. Look, we're at 418 or 417 buzz. I was not paying attention. We'll promote our new stores, and we got our new offices or our new restaurants. So if I go over here with this giant restaurant, which is going to give me really nice food options. I mean, we're looking at lunch and early dinner. We're looking at breakfast and brunch. The Mexican restaurant does dinner and has a bar, which is very popular. Italian restaurants are good for dinner and has a bar. And the sports bar, which also does the same thing. Lots of TVs, beer on tap, pub and grub. Now, you pop that in, and we're going to drop some power to it. It doesn't have phones, but I'm going to run them anyway. Some of them like it. I know for a fact that they probably want cable and water dropped in. Will they want gas? I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see what comes up as they open it. Look at the buzz in those upper two floors. That's what you want, because that drives people into the building. And it's not so much just filling up the office space. He does need gas. No biggie. I can do that. And he's the first one, if I'm not mistaken. So I need to put in a gas gadget right there. You can see it. See, I didn't have anybody that needed gas before, so now I have a gas line dropped, if you will. So that should make him happy. I did. Oh, but I'm not in for that. Wow, that was dumber than a bag of hammers. Cable TV requires the box. I have the money, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the medium-sized box right away. That should, they all went away. This place will go crowded. You'll see a lot of buzz going. We're getting influence in the offices. Look at the ding, 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 ding buzz going on. As the sun goes down and it gets later up here, this will get crowded, and things start looking good. So we're getting into the evening. Being close to the elevator, we like being in a high traffic area. They seem to be pretty happy, and that's what you want. Did it get us our next size up yet? No. I wasn't sure it was going to, but I do want to look at the other small stores, because I'm going to put that in because it seems to be fairly popular. And it's likely that we're going to need another one of these. We're doing okay financially. Need electrical and phone. There's electrical, and they got phone. So they don't even need to bug us about it. And things are going just fine. So our building staff, we got our larger maintenance staff, which is all good. So I'm going to plop them in. So that gives us the small and large of them and the small and large of the other group. And it's just going to get us the elevator's not going to break down as much and all that stuff. It helps a lot. As far as profitability, look at the green up here. It's a little red, but a lot of green on the ends, those bigger ones. Satisfaction, not terrible. Our elevators still doing what they're supposed to do. As long as they're touching most of these guys, there's not an issue there. Noise, this is noisy here. That's why you build buffers. Fortunately, it's still not coming here. It came down just a little bit, but like I said, I don't know what they were complaining about. And as far as traffic goes, look at the laser, then they're going boom, straight up, and they're going right into the 2 floors up above. It's exactly what I wanted. Now, this guy is pissing and moaning. It's too noisy. You know, I don't know what I can do. So if we see this guy, we have the money. Let's see if we drop the rent, what he does. It's the first time I've actually made an attempt. Now see, he's happy again. And I can afford to do it because I think she's a little late to the party. Time for quick lunch. There's no dinner spots. That's not true. So I think we're doing okay. What I'm going to do while we're stalled is go ahead and do one more row of these goodies here because there's a lot of revenue involved in that. And I think it's going to help us out. And as I widen the building out, which I'll have to do, then I can go ahead and add the space that I'll need to fill these in downstream. So we got some restaurants. We got a little more shopping going on. And I've got some ideas on building design that I've got to kind of wait until we get to that point. Obviously, I'm not doing anything over here. If I do apartments, it's almost going to be like it's in a separate building. And I'll show you how that's done. I wish you could do it another way, but it's the way that it forces you to do it. So, well, with that, and we're at 16,000 for today's revenues and only $7,000 in expenses. I'm pretty happy with that. So we're to a point, and it makes sense to say, well, we got our next level in, got some additional stores in. The building is profitable for what it is, and now we just need to get it to the next level. And in the next video, we'll go ahead and do the things we need to get it to the next level. And with that being said, thanks so much for coming by and seeing my channel and checking out my videos. Whether you really cared about watching these Project Highrise videos or you were coming to look for something else, thanks for coming by. If you like these videos, this video especially, because it's the one I'm talking about right this minute, slap that like button. Let me know what you're thinking. Leave a comment behind. I respond to everything I see, whether it's just to say hi or answer a question. And at the end of the day, if you see that my channel's worth 5 seconds of your time, think about subscribing. It is amazing what that does for me as I'm trying to figure out what next is going to come into my channel, is to be motivated to go out there and look for better content and different things to put in the channel. So that being said, have a great day or a great night wherever you are on the planet, whether the sun's up or the moon is out. I'll get back to finishing up this video, and I'll see you in the next one, and take care.